Alrighty, we are live. Welcome back to another episode of George Directs Coffee.
Cheers.
Cheers. Today I am with the Confused. This is episode 20. He has come back from a nice little journey,
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
or I don't know what you call it, spiritual experience, I guess.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Rest and relaxation.
Yeah, get away from the noise. So, where'd you go?
Went to Arizona. Got to went to Phoenix, visited a homie. Shout out Demon One. And then went up to Sedona for a little bit, and then out to the Grand Canyon.
How
So it was
that?
pretty fun.
How was that?
First time, and yeah, I had a great time. It was really cool to see everything visually.
Yeah.
Probably say Sedona was a little better in terms of visuals, just a little more colorful, but overall good trip, man.
Yeah.
Went to the spot Horseshoe Bend, and it was super windy, like really, really windy, and the type of wind where like sand is blowing on your face. So it was a cool experience. Saw some dust clouds, drove through some dust clouds.
Yeah. You camp out there by yourself?
Yeah. So I camped 2 nights, and then the rest of the time I stayed with some friends out there. I have a really good friend that lives in Flagstaff, so I stayed at his place. Lives on 2 acres of land, so he had a lot of room.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a nice spot.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about being out, like, in nature that's very calming. It, like, reconnects, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did that trip to Joshua Tree, and it was just nice, man. It's just like, I don't know, it helps just get away from the BS, you know?
Absolutely.
Like, it's just to recollect yourself and like, really time to think, you know? So,
Silence is golden.
it is, bro. That's why I'm a fan of the isolation chamber. There's one in Pasadena. It's called Just Float.
I still need to do that.
It's dope, dude. I've done it 3 or 4 times. It's worth going, because the first time it's the first time your body's not used to it. So it's hard for you to get comfortable. Like, you get comfortable within the 20-minute mark, and then you're in there for like another 30, 40 minutes. And then, but when you like go and you already know the like how it operates, you get in there, it's only like a foot of water. You easily float. And I like to go complete like darkness. So you close the door, and there's like a blue light inside. And then when you hit the start button, it like fades away with the music. You can turn it on if you're claustrophobic, but being in that pitch like black, floating, like your body sends signals that there's something wrong, because it's a deprivation tank. So your body doesn't feel. Your body sends signals to like scratch yourself, because there's nothing on you. Like, you can go in there like swim trunks or like naked or whatever, but it just feels like you're floating in the universe, bro. Like,
Do they clean that water?
Yeah.
And they change it?
It gets filtered out.
Okay.
But it's also but it's also like it's like 1,000 pounds of salt per tank or something like that.
Oh, what?
Yeah. That's the reason why the buoyancy, like the moment you get in, you start floating, because it like, so nothing can survive in there.
Okay, so no like pre-butt crust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Between every use, it gets a flush.
Okay, good.
So like, even when you're getting in there and you're like cause you gotta take a shower. So you get in, and it's like it's a small room, right? You get undressed, there's a shower. You're supposed to take like a warm to the touch shower, so your body's not cold or hot, because it interferes with the water when you get in there. Not so much the water in there, but your body doesn't have to regulate the temperature. So what you do is, when you get in there and you have like the same like temperature as the water, your body doesn't know that you're in water. It kind of just thinks you're floating around, and that's why it sends signals. Like, your hand will start to itch, or your leg, and then you're like, okay. But like, with this complete darkness, like after, I want to say like 40 minutes, you can get visuals. Not like full blown hallucinations, but you will see patterns. Like, I've seen gears, like a bicycle gear.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
okay.
Like kind of like, or like geometric shapes, and Sacred geometry, bro.
For those of you who don't want to do drugs, but want to have experiences that could be similar to drugs.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a very light. I don't want to say hallucination, but a visual. Like it's not like it's almost like when you close your eyes and you can see a visual of something. Imagine that. So it's so dark in there that it's wild because it's like even when your eyes open, you couldn't tell you had your eyes closed. Like that's how dark it is in there.
Oh, dude.
It's like that cave you showed me.
Yeah. So for the listeners at home, when I was in Arizona, I went to this cave, and it was, can't tell you the name. I passes my mind, but it's a 2-mile long underground cave. No anything. It's complete darkness. As dark as have you ever heard of that color Vanta Black?
Yeah.
It's like 2 times darker than regular black.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Complete silence. I had basically my cell phone as my light, and yeah, I did it all. It was actually really, really cool, but I can only imagine that the deprivation tank is very similar to that.
Yeah, maybe in sight, but I don't want to say I'm claustrophobic, but going into a cave, I think I would be, because of the sense of like my mind would immediately go to a rock is gonna fall and I'm gonna be stuck here. Like that video we watched earlier where the guy got lost in the catacombs.
Yeah, right.
But also it's just because I like movies that deal with like, I showed you that movie As Above, So Below, and it's just it's kind of like a Blair Witch movie about underground London or Paris, whatever. Like, so
my review TBD.
yeah, to be determined, bro.
Since I haven't watched it.
Yeah. It's not bad. You can take it for what it is, but like, I think my biggest thing is certain things like that. I worry that like a rock or something would collapse inside, and then now I'm trapped in there. Or even worse, I can get out, but battery dies.
Oh man, like, yeah. This cave that I went to, dude. Bro. You can bleep out stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
Oh yeah, you're if you're in that cave, no light. Like even if you're halfway, because rocks are so jagged. Like parts are smooth, which is actually really cool when you flash the light on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, it's jagged, dude. Like you try to do that at night, or not at nights. That's dumb.
Yeah. In general.
In the darkness, dude. Forget it. Like you trip, you're dust.
I was looking at some YouTube videos, and this guy's like, "Oh, I found a different path through this trail. If you go through the rocks and like Joshua Tree," and he's like, "You just have to squeeze through this thing," and I'm like, "I'm not squeezing through anything to get to the other side." Like, I would get claustrophobic. I'd probably freak out, like, just because like I said, in theory, like if certain things I know I can get out of. That's so uncertain. All you need is the was it the San Andreas fault line to shimmy a little bit?
Yeah, right. That would happen. I mean, but yeah, dude.
You're gone, bro.
I don't mind it as long as I know that I can get through the other side.
Yeah. Like
if I know for sure I'm not gonna fit, like I'm not gonna mess with that. Mm-hmm. Like, but you know what, man? I'm super, super curious when it comes to like exploring.
Yeah.
I can't help it sometimes. Like sometimes it's like I just gotta do it.
Yeah,
that's why I did that cave.
I'm shit to it. So it's that fear of like being trapped in and then like not. I don't know, dude.
Come on, like, YOLO, man. YOLO.
It's you know what it is. I was in the ocean and I said if I get swept away, I'm okay with it. But me going in a cave, I don't think I'm okay with it. Like that's where my biggest thing is. Like where I'm more of a concern of like I don't know, dude. Maybe because the ocean's so vast.
This week on Psychology Talk, George talks about drowning versus getting stuck in a cave.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's worse. I'm trying to make sure you're not covering your eyes, bro. I don't want to look like I'm talking to Cobra Snake, bro.
Cobra Commander?
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're friends.
For the new guys that are listening to this or watching this, is because identities need to be...
Yeah, man. This is just the mask that I wore the whole time during the pandemic.
Yeah. So you brought your COVID infested mask to my house.
Oh yeah. No, don't worry. No. I'm safe.
Yeah.
100.
Oh yeah, you got the microchip put in you.
I've got like 6 microchips, man. I'm like RoboCop.
Yeah. Nah. But I know why you did it though. and I think I will have to do mine as well. Coming.
I mean, you know what? Unfortunately, it's a pay-to-play situation right now, but I didn't have any issue with it.
Yeah.
Got my shots, didn't feel anything, and I'm leaving. So I'm excited. I think our trip's going to be coming up sooner than we think, so look out for that, guys.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I can't wait. I want to talk about this because this was dope. I've seen this a long time ago, and it was hand-delivered, so I appreciate it. Oh,
yeah, you know. You're welcome, man.
This is a name I really don't go by anymore, or I don't do much stuff by, but it's nice seeing this.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Yeah, some other stuff coming, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this is like, I'm a scan it and then I'm a NFT it.
Oh, damn. Looks like I'm going to be getting some crypto coming my way. Because, you know, I do get a small percentage of every sale.
Right? Yeah, right.
So, go ahead and sell it.
Yeah, but I appreciate it, dude.
Absolutely. Always.
It's been a while since I've done some slaps, too, man.
Oh, yeah. I went crazy a couple years ago. Because, by the way, people, if you're looking to get slaps, just order them off the USPS website. It's free.
Yeah.
Free delivery.
Yeah, when you have a business account too, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I get so many.
I get a lot of free boxes. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Free.
I forgot to get the stickers.
And what's crazy about it is, you know, in terms of, like, looks, they change the layout. So that one is dated... I don't even know what that one's dated. I did that one, God, years ago already.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
What is that one dated? Like 2018, 19, maybe? 19, probably?
I think it says 2018. Yeah, I think it says 2018. My eyesight is bad right now. I'm waiting to go to ophthalmologist.
Oh, it's covered right there.
Yeah, I think it says 20.
This is a 2013 label.
So you've had it for a while, but that
the
piece is done like,
you know what?
A year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh man,
that'd be 2 years ago.
Yeah, I feel stupid. This one's not even signed, so I'm keeping this one. Sorry, you can't have it.
You can sign it.
Yeah, I'll sign it. Later.
You sign it later.
Yeah, for sure.
Get it away from the coffee. Spill it, bro.
Oh yeah, limited edition.
I was more worried about the slap than the equipment. Nah, I appreciate my friend's artwork. I always do, man. It's something I have, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Anytime.
But yeah. So going back to that, like, how did you feel? Because I want to get a take on that, because I feel like people don't realize how important it is to get away. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro. At this point, I'm only just seeing your mask, bro. You can pull it down a little bit, bro. You're safe. What is it called? What do you feel coming back from that? I know it's like a bittersweet when you gotta like come back to the real world, but like that, just like that, being out there and seeing like nature, or just seeing like the marvels of this like universe, you know, like.
You know, I don't know, man. I don't think about that sort of stuff in any one sort of way. I think it's because growing up, I've been around nature, whether it been like just going on hikes, with like friends or by myself, kind of just doing my own exploring, or traveling to new sort of destinations, I guess, that are more geared towards like outdoors and stuff like that. I'm used to it. So for me, it's just exploring and just kind of thinking about like, how do I explain it? Like, you know, the wonders of the world, and
trying to put words to it.
Collecting my thoughts.
Yeah.
And this is also for the edit.
For the what?
For the edit, you know.
Oh.
Because I know you don't cut, so.
Yeah. You'll be all right, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to get you comfortable so when you have your podcast up and running.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I gotta encourage you every time I see you.
So I guess coming back around, it doesn't really do any one thing for me. I think I've always been sort of open to exploration of certain sorts that I don't take it in like
Just take it for what it is.
I just kind of just go enjoy the scenery, think a little bit, and then kind of move on.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a minus is people always ask me like, "Oh, did you go on a spiritual journey?" It's like, no, I just went to this place and kind of visited. Yeah. So
yeah, I would see. So I didn't grow up in a church, but I have more of a spiritual person, and I think that cringes a lot of church people out. So
that'll be fine.
I'm okay with that. I think with me though, I'm in tune with certain things like. I believe in that idea of like we're made of stardust. You know, you want to get like scientific about it. So there's a connection. To me, there's a connection. Like you're being out there and just seeing something, or like I said, like the ocean, or you're just kind of like, all right, man, I'm gonna talk to Poseidon real quick, or you know what I'm saying? Like just it may be some wacky way of thinking, or like. I don't know. I think when you can talk outside of yourself to kind of get perspective, you know what I'm saying? It's not in the sense of like I'm gonna talk to myself or your higher power or the universe or whatever you want to call it. I think sometimes you're expressing like gathering your thoughts in a certain type of way, you know, like
just like I was earlier.
Yeah, yeah. But see, like I grew up in a place that's full of greenery, and then during the fall it's change of colors and. Out here, it's just kind of like sepia.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
slight fluctuations and
so
scenery change.
So with me, like the moment I see something that's like unique, I definitely marvel at like the existence of it, or just like, excuse me, you see the Grand Canyon, you're like, it's a long way down.
Oh yeah, you definitely noticed that.
You know, it's stuff like that where you're like, what was here before?
I think where I would really have that sort of wow factor, something I really want to do is I want to swim with like sharks, like great whites out in like South Africa, where you just get in that cage. I think at that moment I'll have a like real huge reality check, like, okay.
You'd be humbled.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind, I think at that point it'll kind of put that separation of like, okay, I'm a human being, blah, blah, blah. I'm in his world right now and literally he can me up if he wants to, and I'm just some little fish in a cage.
Yeah. I think we all occasionally need to be taken off our high horse, and I'm not saying you're on a high horse. I'm just saying in general, like I think we all need to be like right now. We don't want to get too technical, but like my right eye is bad, and I've been freaking out, but keeping it like together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a scary feeling.
Oh, absolutely.
Because what I love to do is film. And it's like
you need your eyes.
I correlate like it put me in a bad like mood. I kind of got like sad the other day, and I'm like, I gotta figure this out now. So I did go and get checked, and they said like, no, there's no. Your eye doesn't seem to have anything, but I have to go.
You'll be
deeper.
Okay, mijo.
Yes, I will. So, but that's why I'm wearing these glasses because of the blue light. But it can be something so small that can humble you to like, or it can speed the process and say you were supposed to be working on something. I'm gonna make you uncomfortable.
Isn't it crazy how that perspective can come from some indirect?
It's like having a near-death experience.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know. I associate stuff like that with like going out and enjoying nature. So like I've had it since I was young too. Like seeing that, but like you get to appreciate it. Like I haven't seen a lot of snow out here, but I have seen snow. But you go back and then you see the snow and you're like, I kind of miss this, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? like you get to see the nice like white coating.
Well, used to live in the full season, so I mean, even if you come out here, you're not getting that.
Yeah. Just
I don't think it's a comparison.
I mean, you can see the mountain when you're coming here, so it looks beautiful when the snow's pretty much all the way to the bottom. But like I think that's why those are the things like I like to see. I'm nerdy when it comes to like nature, and
you're nerdy by nature.
Nerdy by nature. That's right, bro. But yeah, dude, I don't know. other people's plants, bro. OPP. I didn't know what else to throw in there, bro.
Just had that nature vibe.
Yeah.
We're here every night after 10.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I just gotta make sure that I'm on top of this stuff because I could barely. I'm gonna walk around like Captain Hook. He didn't have a patch, right? It was on the other day when I went to the doctors.
Oh man, now I'm like having to think.
No, he didn't have a. He didn't have an eye patch.
No, he did not. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I played.
No, Mr. Smee didn't have one either.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
He had
the
bifocals.
Yeah. That's the. Now that I think, because I seen it yesterday, the night at this office, it was playing and that the Hook movie, which was a classic.
OG Robin Williams.
Yeah, OG Robin Williams.
Rufio.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
yeah.
that's what I was saying. He didn't have the eye patch.
No. Who was that? Was that Dustin Hoffman? God, my memory is bad.
Yeah, but I know that I was when I was younger, I played Smee in a play for school.
Way.
Yeah. And all I remember is like "Blind Me, Captain" and something else that I can't remember. But I was in elementary school, man. So that's the extent of my acting career. But yeah, Robin Williams, man.
Rest in peace, OG.
The goat, man.
Yeah, man. He was one of the greats.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is my dad actually looks like Robin Williams.
Does he?
Like he's pretty much Robin Williams, doppelganger.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's kind of scary, honestly.
Yeah?
Sometimes, like, I look at my dad and I'm like, that's Robin Williams. Kind of funny.
You know what, man? I've always like loved his work, man, and I just think just that type of. I don't want to say he's not a method actor, but just even his serious roles were good roles. Like,
dude, Mrs. Doubtfire. Dude looks like a lady. One of the best.
Yeah, there's
That was a great movie.
Yeah, what movie did I? Yeah, but he always like I like when I see comedians play like dark roles, too.
Oh, he did Insomnia.
Yeah, and then that 1 hour photo.
Oh yeah,
which
that's
was
right.
Twisted. And Nothing Beats Mark and Mindy. That's not a serious role, but I just
completely opposite scale.
Yeah.
Nanu.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like when comedians play like serious roles. I like Jim Carrey's play some good serious roles.
My favorite movie of Jim Carrey's is The Cable Guy.
Yeah,
that's
a dark comedy. But
that's his best movie in my opinion.
Yeah.
He has some greats, but that one.
I like.
For me.
I like. A little on the sappy side, but I do like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Can't go wrong with that.
And what other movie? I think I've seen a movie recently. There's that one movie that a lot of people hated where he was like.
Is it Batman Forever?
The Riddler.
I mean, he was great as the Riddler.
Yeah.
You
know. What do you? Okay, so let's segue to that. What do you think about the new Batman movie that's gonna come out? Like that real dark.
Affleck or Twilight?
Twilight.
Okay, so based on what I've seen, which is only the trailer, I'm very intrigued. I think overall I love a lot of DC properties, but Batman is probably my number one DC property that I enjoyed like as a really young kid. I don't know. Like for me, my first sort of exposure to Batman, other than toys, was the OG Tim Burton's, and before that was the OG Adam West.
Yeah.
So, those guys were characters, and I mean, that was the representation of what Joker was, Riddler, Penguin, and others.
So here's my thing. I'm looking forward to this movie because it looks so much darker, and I just enjoy it. Like I just enjoy the look of it, and I also enjoy the fact that it has sort of like that human side to it, and it's not so comic book, like kind of like the Dark Knight trilogy. I like those because it had those like.
Sorry, Tim Burton, but yeah.
No,
the Christopher Nolans are top notch.
But those were like he gave them more of a human side to it, where it wasn't like so comic-y, like like. So I did like those, but this one just looks like so dope. The problem is how many times do we have to see the Wayne family die? Like I'm so over it. It's like with all these remakes we have to watch. Somebody said it's gonna be like year 2 of the movies, of his life as Batman,
Oh.
But
okay.
And it's a different like part of the DC universe, which I'm okay with either way.
I just want to, me personally, I want to see some new villains. Like I'm sure. I think the dude who's doing it is who's the Riddler is oh my god, what is the dude's name? He was in
Colin Farrell.
No.
Oh no, he's not the. Is it? No, I think.
No, he's supposed to be Penguin. That's Colin Farrell.
Is that the Penguin? Oh, okay.
Yeah. The other dude who's Riddler he was in oh man, hold on. Sorry, I'm like Little Miss Sunshine. He was in There Will Be Blood. And he was in okay, here we go. We're gonna go a little bit old school. Oh man, what is the name of that with Emil Hirsch? Girl Next Door. He was one of the pervy friends.
I'm trying to put a face because you said Little Miss Sunshine, and I'm thinking Carell.
Internet.
Oh yeah. I don't like using it while I'm recording, but I'll look it up right here.
But anyway, yeah. While you look that up, I think I'll be interested in this movie. It's Batman. I'll watch it. If you want to talk about something in terms of like Batman related, have you seen Titans?
Yes. This guy actually Taking Lives. He was in the beginning of Taking Lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. I when you said Girl Next Door, I was thinking about it, but I was like, man, I don't know if that's him, like the guy. Yeah, he's a good actor though.
Yeah, he is. He was great in There Will Be Blood.
Yeah. But see, like I'm thinking like big. You say There Will Be Blood, and I'm thinking Daniel Day-Lewis.
That guy.
You know. Well, but I haven't seen.
He would be a great villain in a comic property.
Yeah, he
but
would.
They would have to do him right.
Yeah. He did a great job in Gangs in New York.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He would actually be a pretty interesting Joker.
Yeah. What do you think about who did? I still think who looks like somebody who would fit that role of the Joker is Will Dafoe, just facially,
Yep.
But I don't know who. Going back to you said, was it Titans?
Yes. HBO Max.
My brain is
Season 3 coming soon.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's great.
Is it? Titans, hold on, that's
It's like Teen Titans, but
you're talking about like
more mature.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
Watch it.
It's a series. It's a series.
Yeah, it follows Nightwing and company, all the Titans.
Yeah. We're continuing, bro.
Previously on
so
Cafe Con George presents
Nightwing and
Nightwing's in it. You just gotta watch it. I don't even want to ruin it. It's good.
Yeah.
A lot better than I thought it would be. That and Doom Patrol, which is like the spin-off.
So I don't have HBO Max, but I think I want to get it because they're saying. So I didn't. And I don't want to hear anybody's nonsense, but I didn't see the Justice League when it came out. I can't care for it.
Thanks for having me on your show. Have a good night.
It's not that I didn't care for it. I just I didn't feel like going out of my way to I don't know. There's something about it, and then I realized that Zack Snyder didn't finish the movie, which was messed up because the whatever they didn't want, the studios didn't want them to finish it. With what happened, because it was his daughter, right?
His daughter passed away.
That's give me a break, bro. I would have left too, But
so you haven't seen any of them?
So I haven't seen any of them, so I want to watch this Zack Snyder one. I don't even want to watch the other one because I saw a comparison, and the other one looks so cheesy compared to the Zack Snyder. But I'm also a Zack Snyder fan, so like, well, I just like his work, you know.
Yeah, I would just watch his cut because I mean,
the other one was very, like,
for me personally, I'm definitely more of a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
In terms of everything, but this one didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, but yes, definitely watch the Zack Snyder cut versus.
Did you see Army of Darkness?
I have not yet.
It is what it is. I liked it, but
I'll watch it.
It is what it is. Like I liked it because.
You liked it because Batista's in it. Just come on, dude.
Yeah, I want to be swole like Batista. You know what? He's not a bad actor. I'm not saying he's the greatest, but like The Rock when he first came out was very cheesy.
Yeah, Scorpion King.
Yeah. But he
super cheese.
But he was cheesy in his like dialogue. Like, well, at least like the Batista and this one was kind of. But I also wanted to watch it because Tig Navarro, she replaced Chris D'Elia.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And I wanted to see how they edited in, and it doesn't look bad.
Really?
Because he used the old lens and only that lens for the whole movie. So there's a lot of depth of field.
So you could hide it.
So the majority of the movie is like this is in focus. Everything is blurry. So and like the Boku on it is just like blown out, bro. Like everything is just like super blurry, except and in my good eye, I can see it.
It's funny.
And then, but the Easter eggs that are in there is setting up for prequels, more prequels than sequels. But
I'll check it out.
I watched it twice. I enjoyed it. It's just like a summer movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're not watching it for depth. You know, you're just kind of watching it for like.
I mean, right now it's kind of weird too with movies because everything's either coming out on streaming, so it's.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think like, this movie would be in the theater and. That's what it would be. Did you watch Mortal Kombat?
Not yet. I heard it was good for what we wanted to watch. The fatality.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. You're not watching it because you want a storyline. You just want to see the action and that's it. Like.
Yeah, it definitely has a cheese factor.
Yeah, it's just like Clive Owens and shoot 'em up. It's just there's nothing to the movie, just action. You know, there's some movies that just. Let me see the violence and then turn it off, bro.
Yeah.
You know, beginning and credits. That's it. Like
boom, like the Expendables.
Yeah, pretty much. Like a lot of people don't. You just gotta take them. I call them summer blockbusters because there's nothing. It's like the Fast and the Furious. Like you don't want to watch them, but you still watch them because it's just
Fast 40 in theaters soon.
I think we're like. It's like a bad relationship. You just draw right back into it.
Just gotta go with it sometimes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I need to watch it because I heard
you'll like it.
The fatalities were dope. So that's what I want to get into. But what was I watching? Oh, I seen a trailer for I haven't seen it yet, but I watched it this morning. The trailer. It's called The Woman at the Window with Amy Adams.
I have no idea. Never heard of that one.
It's on Netflix. It's so she's it's the same kind of like story of somebody like a nosy neighbor, you know, like looking out her window.
Or like they say in Espanol, metiche.
That's a Mexican term because it's not in the Caribbean side.
Oh, what do you call a metiche in Caribbean? Or a nosy person, I guess. Same difference.
Entrometido. It's not
like really, the literal.
The literal, yeah. It's not being nosy, bro. But I think so the movie's like the premise is that your XRP's going up, by the way.
Hopefully not to the moon because I want to buy more.
Not yet, right? Basically, she's like she has this like condition where she doesn't want to leave her house, and eventually she leaves her house and meets up with the neighbor, and then she witnesses the neighbor, the husband, like kill the wife,
Oh.
And then it turns out that she's like hallucinating, or she thinks she's hallucinating, and they're like, the wife is a different woman, and people are like, "Yo, you're seeing like." She's basically like,
and this is Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Amy Adams, what kind of drugs are you doing?
It looks like a good movie. Like when I seen the poster of it, I was like, yeah. But I watched the trailer this morning. I was like, oh, this might be one of the psychological thrillers that I
okay.
Because I like movies like that where they're like, what the,
I'm the same way. You know what? I was talking to somebody last week, and we were just talking about old school comedies, like even like Wedding Crashers, old school. They don't make movies like that
they can't
anymore
because of the PC culture.
Yeah, PC police.
Yeah.
So I need if I'm trying to watch a movie that I'm going to pay attention to, I like a little bit of something.
Yeah, so I have that on my radar. The Invitation is another one I heard is pretty good. They're both on Netflix. You ever watch The Prestige?
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Really good movie.
I still need to watch. I need to watch Tenant.
Yeah, Tenant's mine.
That's on my list.
Tenant's one of those movies that you watch it and you're like, how? Like,
tell me, Christopher Nolan, how did you do this?
But it was dope. I was watching something that Spike Jonze did a video for Farside back in the day, Drop.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where the video shot in reverse. No, it's shot in reverse. They reversed it, but they had a linguistic somebody who can think, and they converted the words so they can say it backwards or sound it backwards, and then when they played it back, it looks like they're saying the words forward. So basically, while they were doing their stuff, they're singing the song backwards or similar to it, and they told the guy, because there's a little like documentary on it,
yeah, and
they told the guys like, if you can't get it out, just get off the camera, let the other guy jump in real quick, and then so that's why you see those guys moving backwards as they're forward, and it sounds like they're saying the actual song is because they had like a linguistic there or whatever.
I'm gonna have to watch that again.
It's dope because he also did that approach where certain scenes they shot it forward. Well, the whole movie they shot it forward, and then they shot it in reverse, like him walking backwards and stuff like that, and then they had to learn some of the dialogue in like backwards as well. I was like reading up on it, and I was like, Christopher Nolan, bro, leave it to Christopher Nolan to be extra with it.
Oh yeah, he's all about it. I actually went. So I went to LACMA. This was about 8 years ago.
Yeah. And
they did a Q&A with him, so I got to go sit in on that. And they, what was his? He had this movie. Oh man. Let me look it up right now.
Following?
Yep. His first movie. They screened it because I think it had just gone on Criterion. And that was a real interesting movie, like straight up creeper.
Yeah. That, and then it's Memento was it was him and his brother that wrote it. So like I started working at Blockbuster when those movies came out, and that's when I fell in love with like his work. So I always followed his career as far as the movie. So like The Prestige that didn't really get like a big theatrical release. When I seen it, I was like, what the, and it's dope because he recycles a lot of his guys, like Michael Caine.
Oh yeah, he does.
The only movie I haven't seen is Dunkirk of his.
I haven't seen that one either.
But I heard it is a masterpiece. Like it is a masterpiece. Like hands down one of his best films.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, but Tenant is dope. The music for it is dope. He has they recorded his breathing as part of the music because you don't get anxiety in the movie. There's some movies that like I've seen a movie that gives there's a movie with what's that he played in Drobit
Taylor. Owen Wilson.
Yeah. He played in a movie where he's like in Vietnam with his family, and like a riot breaks out, and he's like trying to escape from Vietnam, and he's got to bring his family along, and That movie left me with the most craziest anxiety.
Really? Is it old?
It's fast paced and it's an older movie, but it's good, bro.
Interesting. Owen Wilson, I would never expect to be in a serious.
But he's
thriller.
been in some serious movies though. What was that that military movie where he was like behind the enemy lines? Is that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man,
Uh,
forgot about that movie. It's crazy to think that Owen Wilson was once possibly primer to be an action star, and it didn't really pan out.
yeah, the name of the movie is called No Escape.
No Escape. Oh, I've seen that logo, or I've seen that movie cover somewhere.
Bro, when I tell you that I was just like, you're just like, yo, he's giving me anxiety because it's just from the beginning to end. You're like, is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those.
That's
it's
the makings of a good movie.
It's worth the watch. Like,
All right, I'll have to
yeah,
check it out.
yeah. Because there's also a scene like he's cornered in on a rooftop, and his wife jumps to the other building, and one of the daughters jumps, and then he has to make the decision of throwing the daughter over.
What, just like a baby? Like
No, just a younger child. The one he's carrying in the poster.
it's like, yeah, his 23-year-old daughter.
Yeah, right. He has to throw her, but the build up to that scene is like, bro, just. And then you just think as somebody like, yo, if you were in that position, what would you do? And it's a crazy build up. So
Okay.
yeah, you should watch it. No Escape.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
No Escape. But going back to Nolan, I think my favorite Nolan movie though is Inception.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, but the thing is that I like stuff that deals with dreams or like stuff with like the mind.
Subconscious.
Yeah. So like the idea of going like deeper and deeper and
Oh,
like,
subconscious is a crazy
Yeah.
place, dude.
Yeah.
If you really want to look for it.
like, so I just think it's because he used a lot of from an anime, old anime called Paprika, and a lot of those scenes in that anime are in
Or the visuals of Inception.
Inception. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I did get a chance to go when I was in Paris. The scene where, like, all the buildings are kind of folding together, like that first time
Oh
he takes.
yeah.
Let me remember the new actor's name, Elliot Page.
Yeah, Elliot Page.
I just want to make sure I get the name
Yeah,
right.
we don't want to be canceled, bro.
No. I want to give him his credit where his
Yeah.
credit's due. But yeah, when DiCaprio shows Elliot Page the city and it's all flipping, like we got to go to those spots. Like there's a spot where he's under a bridge, and that's like a famous like spot where people go to. So we got to check it out. It was kind of cool. It was kind of weird.
The mirror scene?
Yes.
Okay, so that scene is in the anime Paprika.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah.
Paprika.
Yeah, I never watched the movie. I just know that it's part of it because it's in the trailer. But I saw somebody they were breaking it down. But
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, have you ever seen one of my favorite animated movies, Akira? Ever seen?
Classic, bro.
Super classic.
It's referenced a lot.
I'm really hoping, I'd kind of going off topic, but they've been talking about making that movie for a while.
Action.
I hope they don't ruin it, because all I want, to be honest with you, is if they can do it like how, I think, did Zack Snyder do Watchmen? He did Watchmen.
Yes.
If they can do it like that, where it's literally just a scene for scene, the OG anime, but
check this out. So, Alan Moore, who created Watchmen, hated the movie, and he hates any movie that deals with his comics. And he says they always ruin it. So I don't know, but like, I like Watchmen. I never watched the series, but I heard the series is good.
yeah, that's on my long to-do list. Like, never ending.
Yeah. But I think Watchmen was dope. What's the other? Damn. What other? Oh, okay. So what I think they need to do is have you watched like I've seen a lot of anime, but I'm not a big anime like person.
Mm-hmm.
But Samurai X, Ronnie Kenshin.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a live action of the like Ronnie Kenshin movies,
Okay.
and it looks legit. you know, and it's with the proper actors. Like, you know, it's not whitewashed.
Okay.
You know, but
I'll
it's
have to check
filmed
that
out
out.
there, and the trailers for the film, like from what I've seen, and I've seen clips of the movie. They're like the old like Jet Li movies where you see the flying, like the
awesome.
crouching tiger, hidden
Yeah.
dragon, like how that was like a big thing when you saw people like land on the sword, and you know, so they stay true to like that style of anime without making it like cheesy. So
I'm
you
gonna
know
have to
they
check that out. That sounds
like,
interesting.
yeah. So the Ronnie Kenshin like movies look like
They have a few of them.
there's like 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, but like it kind of like they try to stay with like keeping the darkness of like the anime, you know, and they're not making it too. It's almost like Full Metal Alchemist as well. They had like a live action, but
Oh.
yeah. So
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man, I add that to the list too.
But
The one thing I will say I am excited for, I don't know if you knew, coming to Netflix, I don't know when, but Cowboy Bebop.
okay, so I am because I do like Cowboy Bebop. I just hope they put the right actors to it.
Man. Well, they have Harold from Harold and Kumar.
Yeah. So I know that, but I was like, you know, I'm just hoping that we're not getting a Scarlett Johansson situation with Ghost in the
God.
Shell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think it's like too easy to up, and they always do that. They always think so much harder. It's like, look, if, say, for example, Akira, it takes place in, you know, some place where it's not supposed to be. Okay, for what it's worth, the characters look a certain way, whether they be of some sort of Asian descent.
Yeah.
Keep it that way. It's not that big a deal. Like, they overthink it. Like, hey, who is this hot actor that should be in this role that he has no business being in?
Yeah.
Let's pick that guy.
Let's give a second to say stop Asian hate. But
Absolutely.
I think that's like. Have you seen the movie Extraction with Chris Hemsworth?
Yes.
So the Indian guy, he is a big actor in India.
In Bollywood?
Bollywood, yeah, very big actor. And he was saying, he goes, nobody in India really received this movie well because they're so used to Bollywood films. They didn't expect a big budget film to come out of that, and then him not even play like lead actor. But still, he represented like that's gonna open up the doorway for more Indian actors to play in those roles. Like, you know, not that those specific roles, but like to bring it in. Like, you have the guy from Harold and Kumar to be the guy from Cowboy Bebop. I think that's dope. I just don't like Ghost in the Shell. Really, bro? Like, you're gonna, you know,
I purposely didn't watch the movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, because of that.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it, but Samuel Jackson's in a movie called Protege, and it's about a hitman and a hit girl or a hit woman, and it's the girl from the Femme Nikita. I forgot her name. The Asian lady.
Yeah, her.
She hasn't aged a bit in years, but she plays like that role. So like there are out there, but like somebody tried to make the argument like, well, which Asian actor you know that's big to play a certain ghost in the show? But it's kind of just like, yo, just make
anybody,
the movie.
literally.
Don't put anybody who's like white.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
literally,
I'd be upset if
awesome Asian actor, and they would have knocked it out the park.
Yeah, I think what happens is we don't give a chance to like receive something. Like, you're not gonna put Shia LaBeouf to be the guy Tetsuo.
Yeah, I don't want to see him as Tetsuo. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see like make it like the cartoon. You know, give it that we have accepted Jackie Chan and Jet Li, and you know what I'm saying.
I mean, dude, anybody, just somebody who could do the role. That's why I'm actually really excited. By the way, I love martial arts movies.
Yeah,
love them.
Classics.
I'm excited for Shang-Chi.
Yes,
Marvel.
Yeah, that looks dope. That looks really legit. Like, I didn't watch the trailer at first when I seen it because I'm exhausted with Marvel stuff.
Okay.
So when I seen it, I was like, oh, this is legit though, you know. So because you know my problem with a lot of the Marvel stuff, especially when they brought into Disney, we lost a lot of like good stuff, you know. Like I did like the Defenders, I did like the Luke Cage, the Jessica Jones, the Punisher series, and just like they're gonna reboot it now for, and this.
You know what, man? They always knock it out the park. Everything's not the best, like, and this is coming from me. I'm super critical on a lot of that stuff, but if they do a good job, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I did want to see. I did still want to see Defenders. I'm happy to see that. I guess Daredevil's gonna be around, but I really liked Iron Fist actually.
Yeah.
More than really anybody but it's the martial arts. That's what did it for me. Yeah. I loved it. So Shang-Chi, looking forward to it.
I want to do. I want to like. But even that, like Daredevil's a great, like, series, you know, and.
Season 2, 1 and 2 were good. 3, I actually hadn't watched it, and I watched it about 2 or 3 months ago. I liked it, but something about it just felt like they knew it was over, and it's like,
it's like whatever.
Let me just wrap it up.
Here's my thing. It's not Ben Affleck, bro.
That's funny. You know what though? It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
For what it was.
So let's get real technical. There's that one. There's 2 Punisher movies, well, 3 Punisher movies, but let's take
Dolph Lundgren, Faux Live.
Let's take them out of this equation. The 2 that came after, with Tom James and then
Thomas Jane, yeah,
which I liked, but it's not the greatest.
That one.
It's not the greatest, but that Warzone one was trash, bro. Like that was garbage. But John Barenthal playing the Punisher. I think he did a good job.
I liked it.
Even though I think he's a tool, he's kind of an ass. Like in real life, the way I've like seen him in interviews, he's I think he talks.
He's not a nice guy.
No, I think he's a nice guy. I think he's just kind of like full of. You gotta listen to the Joey Diaz interview.
He makes fun of him.
No,
he's on the show.
He's on the Church of What's Happening, but I think he tries to play that tough guy.
Oh, okay.
He can't separate like.
He lives in his roles.
Yeah. But I think he's a good actor. I like when I seen him play Shane in The Walking Dead, I was like, yo, this dude is dope. Like I think as a fan, I was like, all right, cool. When I see him be the Punisher, I was like, yeah, I can see that. Like,
I think that's what it was for me too. When I see him as Punisher, I'm like, dude, that's Shane.
Yeah, Shane. Yeah, so I think that's sort of, like, to me is kind of like, but yeah, I don't know if I can see anybody else play that Punisher role like he did. There's gotta,
I think for me, it's like you don't want to see a new guy. It's like, hey, I'm still trying to like.
And you know what's crazy is that what I hate about Netflix, Netflix is the king of canceling seasons after the first season of a show that.
Oh yeah.
I hate it because there's been a lot of good shows that they just canceled, and it's just like I don't know why I'm investing in this.
If Netflix was smart, what they would do is they would find these shows that are popular. Just give your users a survey. Hey, do you like this show enough that maybe if we come out with it, you'll watch it?
That's a good idea. Hey Netflix, you hear that? I think that's a good idea. Like a poll. Like run. They could run it on Instagram.
Trademark Confused LLC. 2021.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. I hate seeing some stuff that like that just they cancel all the time. I said I like a lot of cartoons, like adult, more mature cartoons. And there's a show that got canceled. It's called Hoops.
Never saw it.
It's about a basketball coach on Netflix. It's a cartoon. It is by far the funniest cartoon I've seen. It's so dark, and just it's the guy who played in New Girl and Cop.
Oh yeah.
Cops. I forgot his name. The white guy.
The second Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse. That guy. Yeah, it's that guy.
I can't remember. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Well, he plays the coach on this show called Hoops.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome, bro. It's so awesome. And it's just like no holds barred, bro. It's just reckless Like, you know, you have like your Family Guy, your American Dads. Those they're kind of just for TV.
Wait, now let's be a little bit serious. Is Hoops better than Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
No, it's a cartoon, bro. We're not talking about live action, bro. This is a cartoon. I'm gonna sit down and do a design, and I need something mindless to put on. Put on Hoops, bro.
I bet some of these listeners are like, "What the hell is Hanging with Mr. Cooper?"
Yeah, you're showing your age, bro.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm like Gandalf. I'm super old.
Yeah,
but no.
he was on something that I seen recently, on a show that I seen recently.
Who, Mr. Cooper?
Yeah.
I feel like after that show, that was it for him.
Yeah. What show was it? I gotta figure it out. When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
He's around though.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's where I'm at. Cartoons. I'm all for cartoons.
Likewise.
Yeah. It's just
gotta support the arts, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we were watching that little Dicky video. There's an animated one. It's just it wasn't the greatest, but it has like that. I don't know. There's just something about cartoons that I also think it's just knowing how to make a design and now you dealt in that world of animating stuff. More power to you, bro, because I don't have the patience for it.
It's a time-consuming game, and you know, love of the art is probably the best way to describe that. I think you know, something I think about a lot, and a lot of people don't realize is one, and this is for listeners who don't really understand, like artisans in general. It doesn't matter if you're traditional arts, you know, creatives overall get. And people don't realize that literally everything that we're looking at right now is a design. So some sort of artist had to create some sort of technical sketch for a product, innovation, or this, that, or the other. So, yeah, man, creators creating.
Yeah. I found this guy that I follow on YouTube and Instagram, and he does animation. But he shows a way of how he made his 9-minute film, but it was all using live action. So he recorded everything, and then instead of doing 24 frames, he did 12. And then I think After Effects lets you mash them up, but he had to do 12 frames. That's a lot, like, of tracing, and even though it wasn't crazy detailed, it's still a lot. And he came out with a 9-minute film. That's a lot of frames if you really think about it, because it's 24 frames a second, and he's doing 12. You know, like, and then, you know, mashing obviously, but still, that's 9 minutes. That's a lot of frames that you gotta do in detail. And I guess if you love the art, you're gonna do it. But it's inspiring because I'm like, oh, I can just make, because I've been wanting to make one that's maybe like 2-3 minutes long. But I'm like, it's so involved. like making that, like, and then like learning how to do it is so like extra. You know what I'm saying? Like the time that you gotta this involved. But I do plan the next coming months to have like a little short film, but off of like
George directs cartoons.
Yeah, well, George, well, it's gonna be a coffee thing, so it'll literally be the name of the podcast.
George directs coffee, directing cartoons.
It's like was it a mystery wrapped in an enigma or something? I can't remember that.
Yes,
I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Pandora's box.
But hey, listen, we are. Oh, just stop recording.
What?
It stopped recording, bro.
I guess we didn't hear the little.
beep, beep, beep.
How long has it been?
I don't know. Well, let's wrap this up. There's gonna be a gap here.
Oh, there's gonna be a huge gap. Like,
you know what? Just I'll take a couple clips of yours. That's it, because nobody's gonna see your face talking. So
yeah, I know, right?
I just match it, right? But yeah, dude, let's wrap this up because I'm gonna try to edit this tonight if I can. Thank you. Cheers.
2 guys on movies.
Yes. Peace.
Peace.